To the beloved of Yahshael the Christ, the true son of AHAYAH, I want to refer to the book of Luke, Luke chapter 16, from verse 1 to 13. Let's hear what AHAYAH has to say to his children. He also said to his disciples, there was a certain rich man who had a steward, and an accusation was brought to him that this man was wasting his goods. So he called him and said to him, what is this I hear about you? Give an account of your stewardship, for you can no longer be steward. Verse 3. Then the steward said within himself, what shall I do? For my master is taking the stewardship away from me. I cannot dig. I am ashamed to beg. Verse 4. I have resolved what to do, that when I am put out of the stewardship, they may receive me into their houses. Verse 5. So he called every one of his master's debtors to him, and said to the first, how much do you owe my master? And he said, 100 measures of oil. So he said to him, take your bill and sit down quickly and write 50. Verse 7. Then he said to another, how much do you owe? So he said, 100 measures of wheat. And he said to him, take your bill and write 80. Verse 8. So the master commended the unjust steward because he had dealt shrewdly. For the sons of this world are more shrewd in their generation than the sons of light. Let me stop there for a while. What does shrewd mean? It means being clever, being corny, being tricky. Have you not noticed that people that don't fear higher just do whatever they want to do, and they don't have this remorse, and they get their way out of it? But we, the children of higher, we fear higher. We're like, we don't want to get our hands into this dirt. We have to fear and depart from evil. It might take us long, but I'd rather fear him. But the ones of this world that don't even fear, they're like, anything goes, anything comes. They do what they want to do, and they succeed in it. But we that have the fear of a higher in us, we're like, no, this is not right. Isaiah said, for the sons of this world are more shrewd in their generation than the sons of light. The sons of light don't follow the sons of this world. Let me read. But I'm sure this is self-explanatory. I'm not going to say much, but I'm just reading it out for everyone to listen. And if you have more understanding, please, let's reason together. Verse 9 says, and I say to you, make friends for yourselves by unrighteous mammon, that when you fail, they may receive you into an everlasting home. For he who is faithful in what is least is faithful also in much. And he who is unjust in what is least is unjust also in much. Therefore, if you have not been faithful in your righteous mammon, who will commit to your trust the true riches? And if you have not been faithful in what is another man's, who will give you what is your own? No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else you will be loyal to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve AHAYAH and mammon. This is self-explanatory. If you are not faithful in the least, who will give you the real treasures? That's what Yahshael is saying. The real treasure is the heavenly treasures. Who will give it to you? If all you have is just to be lying. The steward was the steward to prepare himself to come and give an account. When it's time for us to give an account, would we be found worthy to be given the heavenly treasure to take care of? How is our work with AHAYAH? Are we shrewd like the world? Are we trying to be clever? Do we do everything with the fear of AHAYAH? Do we depart from evil? Is the book of the law in our hearts? Do we meditate on it day and night? How do we observe to do according to all that is written in it? Because obviously when we do, then our ways will be prosperous and we would have good success. The men of this world are shrewd. Let's remember and do the work AHAYAH has given us to do. The way He wants us to do, with the fear of Him. I said the fear of AHAYAH is the beginning of wisdom. May AHAYAH bless His words. Amen.